because you don't really know what's going on. I think the Yone is a great safe bet, though. I love Yone. I think a pick right now is really strong. It's also combined with the Sejuani, so that's a great 1-2. What is going to round this up? What is happening is the real question. With this R5, we're going to find out.
Toby said to give him something, so...
Oh, God, it is actually...
That is the one that's mid. Because the Bellsprout looks very desperate.
Hey,
so
that's
the
true.
Desperate Bellsprout. It's a meme. Anyway, guys, let's jump into the riff for game 1.
I'm 99% sure that the person that did actually invent this was specifically the Shy. I know at least he's the one who popularized it. Cool to see it brought back as a late invade.
Canyon has no idea. He is going to Bramble Smash and try to get away from this one. There's the flash. And the late invade does come through, but then they immediately back away. As they win the trade, but then they say, you know what? We don't want to win the 4v4. And now we got a little engaged down on the bottom side as Envy has to flash here at level 1. And Lahens gets away scot-free.
That took a nosedive. That started the trade.
Yeah, so the game just started, guys. It just started now.
Oh God, Veldis, it's so... Everything's on fire! Youngjae's clear is delayed.
Yeah.
What if we did that in every single lane? Look at the minions! It's 16-0, 18-4, 21-6.
19-0. Now they're diving. This isn't looking... Oh, no, it's looking fine. Envy's just going to die. Lahens might pay for it, and down he goes. But it's still a winning trade for Gen G. Yeah.
He's getting Mega. Oh, no, not in time.
Yeah, no,
okay.
they're just fake backing. And Morgan does have flash. I think he gets out because Canyon doesn't have flash. And maybe not. So he's trying to get in range here. Nope, I was right. He does get away just because Canyon doesn't have flash. Now, again, he gets away, he survives, but he's not farming at all. He's not even getting XP.
I'm not even in this game, and I'm tilted. Just looking at it.
Now, it was a good trade, but Chovy has level 6, so it's not a good trade anymore, and Fade has to flash. Well, not anymore, but yeah. It was there for a while.
Again, they haven't even had to use...
Face Ball is about to happen. There it is. And Envy has flash, has cleanse. He is going to use that, but he gets slowed up immediately. Nice knock up here from Paulo, actually. Going to save Envy as Lahens does get denied entry.
And we're going to, I guess, try and dive Keen again because he doesn't have flash, so...
I don't think this works. In fact, I think Paulo might die. He nearly does, as speaking of dying, Morgan is dead. Down he will go, and that's just a straight-up 2v1. As you mentioned, you know, can he even solo lane? The answer is no. So, down he goes, and Gen G are really not holding back. And it's going to go into a Maokai. Canyon is getting knocked up here, but he is just going to run away. He's got the phase rush, and he just walks it off.
And his Quinn, and it was exceptional as yet. Now
Wait.
with 3 people, they can dive.
Okay, Deseri ulted. Surely they're okay. They're just going to engage on an Envy, and you know what? They are totally fine in the 2v3 under the turret. Lahens nearly dies himself. So now we're just going to have Canyon playing tanks that build support items.
Yeah.
That's not very fun. And this is not very fun for Chovy either, as he will flash at the very end. Does get clipped by pretty much everything there. And now we got a little rotation coming on over, as that's the charm on a 2, the knock up and the team fight for Bro. Chovy is dead, pays. He's going to be saved by the Maokai, but is he saved actually? Takes a bit of damage, but Fate not able to extend quite as far as he would like to. But Lahens is going to have to pay for it now by his life, as nearly gets the knock up there, but now we got Keen in the party. Throws Canyon in. This is a 3v5. You don't have to take this, but Gen G will anyway, as Youngjae is getting low. They get the knock-up on the Keen, and he goes down. And Gen G, they play with their food for just a little bit too long, and the food attacks back. They will totally wipe Gen G in the fight. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we have Bro try to come back, but that Maokai ultimate gonna put a damper on things, as now the culling thrown in, and a massive true shot barrage gonna hit everyone, and Youngjae just disappears. And down goes the Sejuani, and well, maybe when he hits level 13?
Yeah, we do have some posturing happening here.
Yeah, Lahens.
Mid.
trying to engage on him. The slow will come down. They're not sure about who to engage on just yet. Pace just sitting there doing tons of damage, and nobody is able to hit anything onto him. The solar flare comes down. They were waiting, desperate for that Mega Gnar, but it just never happened. And nobody else pressed their buttons very easily. And yeah, now Lahen's kind of get caught in the same place, and the Maokai ult is going to come in here. This time, Gen G, they want to get aggressive with it, and Pace is just so massive that he's going to kill 2 people before the fight even really begins. His fate is also going to go down, and this one is already a wash. It's just going to be a clean ace to the side of Gen G, unless Morgan somehow miraculously gets out. That's not going to happen. Nobody dies on Gen G. Everybody dies on Bro. And game 1, it's over, guys. It's over.
Well, some might even say Brover doing a whole lot of damage. Love to see this.
Very bright.
It is.
They might engage, he says. This is doable. And he's the AD carry. You don't talk if you're the AD carry. But you guys got to watch his first-person view.
Almost looked like he eat out of getting knocked back in. And
there's so much stuff happening. The camera went like 7 different directions before we even saw that Bro members are dying again.
Yeah, it shouldn't come as a surprise who I voted for.
I think it's Pace. I think it's, yeah. He is up 3 levels on Envy at this point. And Young Jay, I mean, he doesn't have anything as an R into the wall. And Morgan, you see the ult does get the back. And finally killed Pace. But wait, there's more. There's 2 more AD carries, guys. You killed the Ezreal.
Guys?
You used everything.
Diving very deep.
No, I think it's fine. Actually.
They didn't have damage dealers.
Chovy he's untouchable, and Keen is still full health.
Keen's like, guys, can we end?
Just have so many AD carries and you get this far ahead that it's just, Bro need to use everything to kill 1. And there's still 2 left. So the Nexus is gonna fall. Gen G will win this game number 1 in 30 minutes, or after they've had their fun and get their DPM numbers just a little bit higher. And that's gonna do it for game 1. GG. The Gnar with Kalista, so let's just throw it in the top lane. And then Chovy's like, yeah, I can get a winning matchup in mid. And the bottom lane didn't go any better for Bro either, as Paze racked 40,000 damage, 41,000 damage in a 30-minute game.
Jax into double AD carry as well?
Yeah, you got double melee for your Sejuani. You have the best bottom lane right now.
Watch Queen, I was about to say, watch Queen go like Quinn or Kalista again, but no. Udyr and
proved to be very difficult for Bro to deal with. Let's see how it goes as we hop into the Rift for game number 2.
Well, I want to say his best life, but you know he did get his Golden Road stopped, so I don't know about best. But it is good. Still living a great life.
Yeah.
JDG in the LPL.
Just having a good time, no doubt. Without us over there.
We're not jealous, by the way.
Yeah, definitely not. Wow, okay, Palu gonna get us started off, as now we do get the handshake, but that's already a lot of damage, and the flail coming out, hitting everybody. Morgan coming over as well, and, well, they don't get anyone. Trying to extend here on a pace, but that Q is the first choice for Palu, and now he's just getting kited out, and now he might actually die. He doesn't have flash, and yeah, he's dead. So that's first blood given over to Paze after that, level 1. As Envy not even able to punish either.
Showing the power of level 1 Ashe, and even without Halo Blades.
Slow comes in, Envy has to cleanse, and he's just gonna kill the Hens. And now the flash comes in, Envy looking for the 1v2, but it's not gonna happen. Paze able to fight back.
Paze is gonna be feeling great. The only downside is that I think they're down a little bit of experience. I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know about going in there, Palu. Yeah. I don't think you win this longer trade.
They're trying to really get this kill onto Lahens.
No, but
it's not going to happen.
And Cleanse, and he's Ashe.
Yeah, he has Cleanse, and Palu can't get away because he doesn't have Flash. He's just dead, and now Envy is baited in as well. It's just a double kill for the bottom lane of Gen G. Just so strong, and that's what makes it the weak spot.
Oh my god.
Like, Paze and Lahens are a world-class bottom lane.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, this is what you want to try and do. Try and at least win some part of the map.
But this is Udyr. Can they kill him? They need to land the stun first, and they're not quite going to be able to. But now the Sejuani stun comes in, and Keen just walks it off. Utilizes the walk strategy excellently, and he will survive. which is, you know, Yone has a lot of survivability. Okay, they're going to flash on in once again onto Pace, who doesn't have his flash yet. Here's Young Jay, but they just don't want to do it. Envy's too low.
Oh, they know.
And Canyon's here. So, yeah.
I got to give credit to Brian. I think what they're doing is actually correct, right? So we have Youngjae identifying that bot side is a bit of a disaster, so try to gank top.
It's over.
For the mental, absolutely pivotal as Keen. Might be some trouble here. Doesn't
Yeah,
go.
trying to beat him in as now Youngjae, level 6, waiting to throw it forward, gets the stun down, and Keen is dead. They finally find an angle to take him down. It only took 3 people, but it's very nice to get Morgan a better lane state and a better spot in this game.
You're going to get pummeled in the 2v2, and your other lanes are also not doing that hard.
Yeah.
Then...
Oh, trying to beat Jovi here, and it's actually going to work out. He does opt to flash. Oh, and he gets out of range, but finally the stun comes on in, and he should be going down. There it is, Fate going to pick up the kill, and it's just the roaming gank squad, support and jungle trying to make stuff happen. Meanwhile, Envy is just, you know, look at this, Youngjae, ult available. Fate once again trying to bait in Chovy. I feel like Chovy is not going to respect it, actually. There's the follow-up on the Fate, as now Chovy is pretty low, but he's not going to die. And I kind of saw it coming. I'm like, they don't quite have enough damage to get him across the line, as now True Shot Barrage barely going to miss him. Continues to try to put on pressure, eats a turret shot. Palu is here, as is Youngjae. Trying to get on into this one. The culling might help a little bit, but I have a feeling Jovi's not getting out of this one, as down he will go. And another great gank from Youngjae.
Pace, arrow.
All right, that's going to hit the Leona. Good block from Palu, but does he get away? Looks like the answer is going to be no. As that poor Leona, man. Palu's trying his best, but he's going to get caught out once again in the lane, in the game.
I actually really like the Bard. Like, they were hovering there. I feel like Bard, something like that,
Bard,
a bit more subtle.
Seraphine, or like anything. Ooh, okay, well the arrow's going to spot 2 people.
Wait, they're still there.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Gen G expect this, but they just want to fight. And they are going to escort them out of the lane.
But it did. Everything ends up working out.
As in goes Palu, he's not going to hit anything, as now we do have a TP coming in, but the hostile takeover hits everything, and that's the issue. But another TP comes in from Morgan. Surely that'll help, as the answer is absolutely no. Fate's going to go down. Morgan is alone as Youngjae gets routed. Envy finally gets there, and Morgan nearly sneaks a kill on the backside of this, as it's not quite an ace, but it nearly looks like a clean ace, as Envy says, well, I'm not getting out of this. I don't have Arcane Shift. I might as well fight, and just kind of looks silly. Team ults that are amazing in the Bros comp just absolutely wiped them out. And it wasn't super flashy. It didn't get the kills, but it set up everything. Yeah. And now the game is over.
I think there are...
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's an engage into a handshake. Palu on the Leona with no flash will go down. And we do have another charge. He's going to utilize it down in the bottom lane. He's getting better at his driving. Woo! No, I spoke too soon. And I cursed him. He missed it. Claw our way back in this game. All right.
He's just okay, now we know. Now we know. He question mark pinged himself.
Maybe I blocked it out of my memory. I'm not 100% sure. They're just taking a 20-minute Baron, by the way.
This game is clearly done. I want to give...
the steal!
Oh.
I was getting hyped. Palu's going to flash. He's dead anyway, but, you know, might as well flash. Tried to unlock his Hex Flash, which he did do. And you know what? He held Pace in position, but it's not going to be enough, as heal is used by Lahens, gets him out, and Gen G have Baron.
The Viper Lahens roster was a Hanwha.
Yeah, that was Hanwha.
Yeah.
Viper and Lahens.
So I'm missing out. And then Lahens was next year.
Okay, nice block there from Morgan, who's going to hop away. And now we got the flank coming in, but the dodge at a pace, but they just get on top of this. Ash, as you were saying, he's going to go down, but the trade onto Fate is pretty huge. Morgan's going to go on in. As the counter-strike is big, it's going to stun up 3. As Chovy is still alive in the backside, has the bailout, looking for the takedown. He will be denied, but Keen, unkillable. Envy doesn't quite do enough damage. The wallets are just a little bit too heavy here on the side of Gen G. It's much closer than it has to be. but Gen.G are still going to win in the end.
Their game score. They already dropped a game, Valdez.
I know.
What about the game?
The horror.
My favorite part about that game is that it was like almost a perfect game as well.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just a loss.
Uh-oh. Engage Renata from the jungle as the hostile takeover comes out, and Envy is just going to get caught by everything. No real way to peel for him. He didn't have Flash. He only has one Arcane Shift. And down he goes.
Look at Lance. He's walking up.
What is happening here? He's just sprinting at the Sejuani. And the Sejuani ult is going to hit, well, the Udyr. As Gen.G once again showing some restraint. They don't have a wave, so probably the right call. And they will actually skirt out of the Vision mostly, although they do start that up on Vision. So now Bro should know this is being taken. What will they do about it?
I don't think they'll do a lot. They're going to try and play for the fight. Try to get those 2 carries, Valdez.
Yeah, Young Jae, he's not even able to get in the pit. This lineup, not bad, but the root comes in from Canyon to deny Fate entry, as now the hostile takeover is just the cherry on top of this one, as now Morgan in a lot of trouble. And Pays is not even going to go down. They had the bailout available and ready to go on him. And that should do it. Gen.G get a second Baron, and they'll look to push and end the game.
Clean ace from Gen. Oh, well, not an ace. Fate's still alive. It doesn't feel like that's going to really change a whole lot here. As we do need a wave, which they will be receiving shortly. There it is. Just tanking it. It's fine.
Fate still does have Flash and ult. If he would like to send one, you know. Instead, he's just going to be hands shook, and then he sends one. Actually, pretty nice, but he will immediately die. So, not going to feel too good. As Gen.G, they're taking a bunch of damage, but they're selling out a lot more than that. As yep, they'll just hit the Nexus. The second they're in danger, it is a clean 2-0.
It's not surprising. And
wow, the longest winning streak in LCK history. The longest winning streak for series ever. 25 series in a row, and they did. And the game ended. Chovy did the most damage in the game this time around, but doesn't feel like a Chovy POG angle anyway. Maybe we get like a Right Media or like a VN cast, you know, some of the...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Pays and Lians on the side of Gen.G, who just made history again by breaking the longest winning streak in the LCK. Congratulations! So from spring until today, you have won 25 series in a row, setting a new record for the longest winning streak in the LCK. How do you feel? Following the last match, being able to set another record makes me very happy. And Lians, yeah, even for today's match, it was a 2-0. What a fun match. I plan to prepare for the next match and make sure that we win again. And in Game 1, Gen.G showcased such an unconventional team comp with top Kalista, mid Lucian, and bot Ezreal, a 3 boom boom damage comp. So how did you guys come up with it? You know, we already had this in mind, and I had a really hard time just thinking about playing Leona, and then Keen, thankfully, he went with Gnar, and yeah, I think we just had a great game overall thanks to him. And yeah, Pays, so given how risky this 380 carry comp was, you may have freaked out some fans. So what was playing this comp on stage? Honestly, Gnar has a really high tier, it's very high on the tier list right now, and being able to play with Keen, who is very proficient with Gnar. And just having Maokai on our team, I think just regardless of it being a risky comp, I think we just really had a reliable team, I guess, to complete the comp. So I didn't really worry about much. So Pays, your Ezreal had over 1300 DPM. How do you feel about how you did in this replay? I feel like my Ezreal was already so fed.
없었던 것 같습니다.
그러면 이 장면에서
And I don't think there was anything I did special.
예상을 좀 하셨을까요?
So you got a
일단
unanimous POG from here.
후반에는
So did you
솔직히
expect that?
맛있는 이즈리얼이 아니었는데 좀 라인전에서 잘한 것
So
같아가지고
yeah,
이즈리얼도.
towards the
그래서 좀
end,
받을 것 같긴 했습니다.
I wasn't the best Ezreal, but just because I did really well during the laning phase, I did have a little bit of confidence, and I thought that maybe I would get POG. And in game 2, you gave your Ezreal to Envy. So what was your read on the Ezreal Ashe matchup? I think whoever wins lane is better.
그냥 잘하는 자신 있는 쪽이 이기는 것 같아요.
리엔즈 선수
I just think that whoever is more confident ends up winning.
저는 페이 선수가
So Lehans, what are your thoughts on the Ezreal Ashe matchup? I think whatever Pace plays will always win, and that's the better pick. So as soon as game 2 started, you really blew up the early game with Ashe. You took 4 kills in a row. So at which point did it cross your mind that the game was over?
그 이즈리얼이랑 저랑
Yeah, we fought so much and just
좀꽤 많이
trading kills in the with the Ezreal in the beginning actually made me think that it was pretty much over. Do you agree, Pace? You know, that was there were moments where the enemy had their chance, so I didn't think that it was very too like over or anything. I think by the time I reached maybe some core items and I thought that I was pretty fed, I did think that it was pretty over. And let's take a look at this top lane team fight. It looked a little dicey at moments, but you landed a beautiful ult. The enemy Ezreal was coming and we had TP on our side, and I thought that, you know, as long as we actually fight together, it would be good. Lehans, so you're a great gamer in game, but it looks like you do prove that you are in fact a human in this replay.
어떻게 생각하세요?
A little bit of an accident while driving and you crashed your Shelly. You know, yeah, I actually ended up crashing, but I thought maybe this is a bug.
자신이 없었나 봐요, 본인이. 캐니언 선수가 안 해가지고 제가 억지로 했는데 절벽에서 제가.
You know, I actually ended up driving because Canyon wasn't comfortable and confident enough to drive. This was just an opportunity to learn. Hayes, so what are your thoughts on his driving skills?
결과가 좋은 것 같진 않고.
I feel like whenever he's on the driver's seat, the results not very good.
네, 그렇게 됐습니다.
You know, he just took a turn to the bot lane, so it was very spontaneous happening.
감독님들이 단합대회를 했거든요, 저희가.
네, 봤습니다.
Did you guys happen to watch LCK lane mates? So head coach Kim actually mentioned that whenever he and you get on the elevator, you always sneak away. So is this true? You know, I've never ran away or anything. We've been on the elevator, just the two of us, but I tend to not talk a lot. I'm not very chatty, so I think it was just a little bit awkward. So maybe I did sneak away. So I was told that you ran away to join Canyon. I do not remember. Lehans, what are your thoughts?
15살 이상 차이가 나가지고 그런 것 같습니다.
You know, I think it's because mainly of their age gap that it's a little awkward. So Paige, how would you explain yourself to head coach Kim? You know, our head coach is very funny. They always make us laugh. So thank you so much for that.
네, 시우 형이랑 말이 좀 이상하게 됐나요? 시우 형이랑 되게 친하신데.
Is that a weird thing to say? I guess he's very good friends with Lehans.
거기서 이제
And they, you know, they hit off pretty well, and I feel like just from looking at them be so friendly to each other, it's actually really fun to watch. So with a new record, you are onwards to making even more history. Looking at the remaining matches, what are your goals?
일단 2라운드 출발이 되게 좋아서 너무 좋고.
So we have a great start in round 2. For the remaining matches, I do not believe that we are at a perfect form yet, so I want to make sure that we improve and refine ourselves to make it even better. And Leons, yeah, we got a good 2-0 victory, and I feel like there are still room for improvement. So I want to make sure that we are the ones smiling at the end, just like Pace said. And that's the end of the interview from Pace and Lehans, and back to the space. Thank you.